A Birmingham widow wins a life-altering amount of money and decides to make a better life for herself in her retirement years. But her dreams of a new life is brought to a sudden and brutal end. This is the story of 67-year-old Evadne Gayle. Ivadne Gayle was born in Jamaica in 1954. It is unknown at what age, but at some point in her life she emigrated to England. Not much information is available about her life, but Evadne resided in the Edgbaston area of Birmingham, postcodes B15, B16 and B5, and southwest of central Birmingham. Evadne was married to a man called Dennis, and they had 4 children together, 2 boys and 2 girls. Evadne and her husband decided to open up a fashion store together, where they worked for a number of years. But tragedy would hit the family when her husband was killed in a car crash in the 1980s. Evadne regularly travelled back to her country of birth, Jamaica, but her home was in Birmingham. Evadne was a very popular woman, and she ran a busy Jamaican greengrocers on Dudley Road in Winson Green, postcode B18. In 2003, Evadne visited a casino in Birmingham. She placed a £1 bet on a national game, and she won. Evadne had won almost £300,000 from a £1 bet. With the life-changing windfall, Evadne decided that she was going to build her dream home back home in Jamaica, where she would retire. Evadne was said to be a lover of nature and wildlife, especially birds, and was affectionately known as Miss Birdie by the locals. Due to her love of nature, Evadne decided she would build her dream home in a part of Jamaica beautiful with scenic views and palm-fringed trees, an unspoilt paradise to retire to. And so she chose to build an upland home in St Tooties in the district of Manchester in Jamaica. When Evadne confided in a friend of her plan to build a luxurious dream home, she was warned by the unnamed friend, "Don't go out there and fight anybody about issues with land. It's not worth it." She added, "When people do that in Jamaica, they usually make sure they are dead. It's usually a family feud over land, jobs or money, and 99% of the time, it's not done by strangers." At the end of October 2019, Evadne's dream home had been built, and she had moved back to Jamaica and moved in. But just 3 weeks later, a terrible tragedy would occur, because just 3 weeks after moving into her dream home, on the 17th of November 2019 at 7 p.m, Evadne Gayle was found lying in a pool of blood by a relative who raised the alarm. She had multiple stab wounds to the chest and her throat had been slit. Upon hearing of her brutal murder, friends and family shared their shock and heartache, with their nephew who lived in the island saying, "This incident has shaken our family. Everybody's messed up because of the way she died. Nobody has taken it good. I don't even sleep from last night." Evadne's murder had been one in a list of returnees and retirees who have decided to enjoy their retirement in Jamaica, living out their last days in the sun, but within weeks of immigrating, have all been found brutally murdered in their own homes. Following the murder, the president of the Jamaican Association for the Resettlement of Returning Residents, Percival Latouche, has urged those considering moving back to Jamaica permanently to rethink. He stated, "The type of murders, the barbarity, the brutalism, the way people are being killed, the chopping death of Miss Gayle. I am not encouraging anyone to come back here to live." He is adamant that over 200 lives of expats retiring to Jamaica have been snuffed out since 2000, and in 2017, 8 of them were British. With the body count growing, Birmingham community activist Desmond Jadu has urged would-be returnees to approach the life-changing experience with open eyes. He has been critical of the Jamaican government for failing to provide the services, support and infrastructure for those returning to live permanently in Jamaica. His advice to UK residents was to prepare to plunge into a totally different lifestyle. He said, "Go and have a taster. Go for 3 months, then come back. Establish your presence. It's not for me to tell people to go or not to go. I can only urge people to assess their individual circumstances. If people know there are family disputes or there are issues in the area, they must take those into consideration. You need to cross the T's and dot the I's and measure the risk." Till this day, no motive has ever been established for Evadne's murder, and nobody has ever been charged with the murder. The case remains unsolved.
Now